Panel members, thank you for appearing before us today. The human presence in low Earth orbit is crucial as we advance exploration to the moon and beyond. And I'm concerned about the way monies are invested in low Earth orbit research. My research indicates that roughly 60% of the total operating cost for the International Space Station is transportation to and from the station. Dr. Cantwell, is that true?
I think I might, I am probably not the best person to ask about transportation costs, but I believe Dr. Lal has actually looked at this in her study.
So, I mean, today, NASA, the ISS budget, I think $1 billion is operational and management, and 1.7 is transportation, crew, and cargo. So, yeah, sounds about right.
All right. So, the need for research is crucial as we look to the future for human presence in space, lunar orbit, lunar surface, Mars exploration, etc. And a great deal of this research can be conducted for those missions to be successful in low Earth orbit. And our goal as this body and this committee is to encourage the dollars to be invested in actual research, and what can we do to decrease the expense of transportation to and from the research, which absorbs so much of the dollars. NASA is not currently confident that private sector capabilities have matured enough to satisfy NASA's needs and requirements for low Earth orbit operations. Is that true, Dr. Cantwell?
Again, this is what we heard from Mr. Gerstenmaier a little bit earlier today. I would say this is the concern of the science community, and it is not a concern in the sense that our hair is on fire. It is a concern that as we look at the multiplicity of options for reducing the costs to the U.S. government of launch and carrying things to and from whatever LEO objects we have, that the science community is part and parcel of those considerations.
So what steps should NASA and private industry take to reduce these costs to ensure the efficient commercial use of the ISS or whatever next generation low Earth orbit program is government-funded program, manifest after in the post-ISS era? What steps can we take that we're not doing right now? Anyone?
Again, I think we're pursuing these steps as fast as we can. We're working right now with commercial crew, right? Probably within 1 year we'll have 2 providers being able to carry crew to low Earth orbit. As we think to the future beyond low Earth orbit, we think transportation is clearly a key driver. So we want to make sure that there's not unique systems, that the systems used for low Earth orbit can be basically the same systems used for deep space. We also think that the past model where we have lots of disposable hardware that we used, for example, in the Apollo program, if we can use the gateway where it now enables, or it's a piece of infrastructure that allows reusability in space, we might be able to actually even use some upper stages from rockets as part of the components used to build facilities in space. If we start looking for creative ways where we
That's
reutilize
creative
pieces,
thought. That's what the committee was hoping to hear. Dr. Gerstenmaier, by 2024, regarding the ISS, several components of the ISS will be nearly 26 years old, twice as long as its expected lifespan. Should NASA and other U.S. commercial entities remain on the current ISS under a modified program, what safety concerns do you have regarding the aging components of the ISS, and what measures should be taken by either NASA or private industry to ensure continued safe operation?
We continually monitor all these systems on board Space Station, and we routinely change them out as time is needed. We've upgraded all the computer systems on board Space Station. As recently as yesterday, we did a spacewalk. And what we did with that spacewalk is we located some pump packages in a region where they can now be changed by robotic activities on station. So if one of these pump systems goes down or breaks, We don't have to do an emergency spacewalk with crews. These are now positioned in a location where we can replace that pump that failed robotically from the ground and restore full functionality of stations. So the teams are continually looking forward to figure out ways they can lower the risk, understanding that components may break and they may fail. We'll have replacement components on board. We'll have staffing or spares available to go replace those components as needed and upgrade as needed.
Thank you for your very thorough answer. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired. I yield.
Yes,